इधर कोरोना वायरस के प्रकोप को देखते हुए इसे राष्ट्रीय आपदा घोषित किया गया है। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी आज सार्क देशों के साथ वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग कर रहे हैं। इसे लेकर सीधी तस्वीरें आपको दिखा रहे हैं।
Foreign ambassadors about the states, about the steps we were taking. Excellencies, we fully recognize that we are still in an unknown situation. We cannot predict with certainty how the situation will unfold despite our best efforts. You must also be facing similar concerns. This is why it would be most valuable for all of us to share our perspectives. I look forward to hearing your views. Thank you very much. I now request His Excellency President Ghani to share his thoughts with us.
Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, and best wishes to Prime Minister Oli, and thank you for taking this very important initiative. All that is normal is disrupted, and all that seems solid is melting into thin air. We are into unknown territory, and our vulnerability, Excellency, comes from our openness. Our greatest vulnerability is that we have an open border with Iran, one of the major centers, and the flow cannot be stopped. And the province of Herat has become the central node for preventing the spread and diffusion of this deadly disease to the rest of South Asia. I have the following 5 proposals. 1, modeling of diffusion impacts and scenarios for management. Unless we model the diffusion, we will be facing assumptions from China or the United States or Iran are not suitable to our situation. I request the task force of SARC to be able to do this. 2nd, telemedicine, because the 2nd and 3rd order impact of this, particularly on poor and vulnerable and women, is very significant. If we could create a common framework for telemedicine for diagnosis of related issues, and as advances take place, how to be able to coordinate. 3rd, as a landlocked country, which is simultaneously the heart of Asia, closing of borders where essential will result in significant problems regarding availability of medicine, food, and basic goods. Can we coordinate to be able to create controlled flows that both allows transactions to take place while focusing on the essentials? The 4th issue for us, Excellencies, because, in all Excellency, because we have cancelled schools, prayers have been stopped. How do we keep women, youth, and children occupied? Since India in particular and South Asia are leaders in distance education and self-learning, can the SARC satellite and India's satellite be made available so we can keep people, because social distancing that is necessary cannot just take place. In my 5th proposal, Prime Minister, distinguished Prime Minister, since India is both a very important member of SARC and a member of the Shanghai Council, Cooperation Council, in Shanghai, both with China, that is our deepest sympathies, in Iran. Can we coordinate between SARC and the Shanghai Cooperation Council through your initiative? How much of the experience of China is replicable to our situations, and how do we both learn and help Iraq. I thank you again for this opportunity. Our conditions, being one of the poorest countries and conflict-prone, require learning, particularly from how you upscale the existing programs. We have a program across the country called HELP, that is basic health. And if there are other countries that have upgraded their basic systems to cope with this, we'll be extremely grateful for learning and yet sharing our experience. Thank you, Excellency.
Thank you, Excellency. I now request His Excellency President Soli to make his remarks.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good afternoon. I too wish to begin by thanking Prime Minister Modi for this timely call for a regional initiative to combat the increasing threat of COVID-19 in the SAARC region. In times of crisis, we do come together. In 2003, for example, when the region faced the threat of SARS, the Maldives took the initiative and hosted an extraordinary meeting of SAARC health ministers that adopted a regional common strategy for tackling the virus. No country on its own can succeed in combating the virus. It requires a shared response at an unprecedented scale. The first COVID-19 case was confirmed in the Maldives on 7 March. To date, there are 13 confirmed cases. Fortunately, no deaths so far. Since January this year, the Maldives.
एक छोटे से ब्रेक के लिए यहाँ पर रुकते हैं, चल लौटेंगे कुछ और खबरों के साथ।